Hi guys, long time no favorites. As you guys know, I don't really do these anymore, but I had some really good favorites this month, and every now and again I like to show them some love. Just looking down, I feel like some of them have definitely reached game-changing status in my life, so I hope that you guys enjoy them. I did ask you guys over on Instagram whether you like a purely favorites or a general favorites, and you guys voted for general favorites, so variety coming at you. Straight into my first favorite, what looks like just a simple box of dental floss is in fact a very expensive pair of earphones. I finally invested in Apple AirPods, and I'm not gonna lie, they have kind of changed my life. I know they kind of look twatty when you have them in. I don't know, that's what I think when I see people wearing them. But they're obviously wireless, and this is the case that they come in, which actually charges them as well when you're not using them. And these were pricey, these were 170 quid. I bought them on a whim. I don't tend to go impulsive shopping, but I just wanted them and I got them, and I have not looked back. To the coffee shop, they're just less fussy, they're easy for the gym, I don't have like wires flapping about when I'm at the gym, so all in all, totally worth it. 100% not a necessity that you need in your life, but like I said in my vlog, it's the kind of thing once you have it, it does make your life low-key 10 times better. Also, this click is very, very satisfying. Okay, next up I've got 3 beauty favorites, 2 of which I know are new favorites. One I'm not so sure, but it's definitely been a favorite of mine this month. Over summer I had the pleasure of being a Glossier beauty ambassador, which was basically like working with them and incorporating more of their products into my content and just basically getting my feet wet in even more products and adding to my already growing Glossier collection, because as you guys know, I'm already a fan of the brand and already use it every single day. This actual segment of the vlog is sponsored by them kindly, but as always, they allow me full creative freedom in showing what products that I would like to talk about in a particular feature. There's one product that I got early access to that stood out to me in particular, and it is this product, the Glossier Zit Stick, which is one of their newer products that came out last month sometime. It's so cute, it looks like a little pen, and the Zit Stick is basically described as a breakout eraser with 5% benzoyl peroxide, and it's basically a treatment gel for spots. The product sort of comes up onto a antimicrobial steel roller ball type thing, so really easy to apply, you're not getting any extra germs onto your spot, and it's just kind of like hygienic, I guess. And the great thing about it is the actual product inside does go on clear, so I find with other spot treatments they're always like really white. You guys are probably like, Tara, you have pretty good skin, like why would you need a product like this? And well, I've been going through a lot of hormonal changes. I have a whole other video that will get into this in the future, but basically about a month and a half ago I officially quit the pill. Inevitably around my time of the month I did get a couple of more spots than usual, nothing crazy thank goodness, but this nipped anything I did have right in the bud. I get those really angry red under the skin lumps and like bumps. You know what I mean, the really sore kind of painful ones, they kind of come up around your chin. I also get like some around the edge of my lips, weirdly enough, and the side of my nose, in terms of just really pulling down the swelling and the redness, and by the next day it's like hardly noticeable. Yeah, very happy with this product, and overall I've heard pretty good things from other people as well. Quick shout out to this concealer, which I'm not going to spend much time on because I have a feeling I've talked about it before, but it's the Dior Skin Forever Undercover Concealer. Really nice doe foot applicator, creamy concealer. If you're familiar with like the NARS creamy concealer, this is a very kind of similar concept, I suppose. It's just that little bit lighter than the NARS creamy concealer for every day. It still covers what you need to cover, but doesn't look like, you know, Kim Kardashian. I use the shade 02 and I have it on now. My skin being a little less dry than it usually is, this has been working beautifully. It's been working beautifully on my face, not on the floor. Next favorite, from a brand that I haven't bought from in a while, Chanel. This is their Rouge Cocoa Lip Blush, and it just really caught my eye. I just like the whole approach they've been taking lately. Like, they've been bringing out products that actually appeal to younger audiences. It is so different to how it first swatches. I mean, even the color, like this color is not something I would ever go for, but I was swatching and none of the other colors were really showing up on my skin tone too much. That's one thing I'll say about Chanel. I feel like they don't cater for anything below a medium skin tone that well. I have it on my lips and my cheeks today, and it is just so beautiful and buttery to work with. That's one thing about the Chanel products. I feel like their skin stuff blends so nicely and just applies exactly how you want it to apply. And I just kind of concentrate it in the center and inner part of my lips and dab it outward, and it kind of dries down to almost like a velvety matte, like not full matte, but definitely like a velvety, not glossy texture. I think if you've been following me for a while and you're into the kind of same makeup I am and what I wear a lot on my Instagram stories and stuff like that, you will dig this product if you can get your hands on a shade that works for you. I think you'll be really happy with it. I don't know. I think it just looks cute and like fresh. An exercise I've been obsessed with this month is boxing. It's kind of hard to like find a way into it, and funnily enough I just started going to this class that I really enjoy in New York. If you're stressed, or even when you don't know you're stressed, you just get so much frustration out in those classes, and it's great. It makes you feel so empowered, and I don't think I've ever felt empowered from an exercise before. Like, I love yoga for feeling calm and feeling focused and productive, but man, like boxing just is fantastic for feeling strong and feeling empowered. So if you guys need some of that, I definitely recommend trying to get involved somehow. If you're in New York, I think the place I go is a great place for beginners. It's called Rumble Boxing, and there's a couple of branches. I go to the NoHo branch and it's fantastic. It's in the dark, the music's great. I just wish so much that exercise classes in New York weren't so damn expensive. Like, the average cost for a yoga class, a Pilates class, a boxing class in New York is $40. Like, it hurts my soul. Like, that's the standard across New York. Following on from that workout chat, one of my favorite food snacks, because I've been back on my plan with my trainer, I'm trying to eat as good as possible during the week, like for at least 5 days a week, and these are really great for on the go. They're the Orex nut butters. They sent me this in a press package, but I have been a fan of Orex in a while. I've mentioned them in past videos. If you don't know already, they're basically one of those like clean brands that use like very little ingredients, but these are their like protein nut butters, but they come in cute little sachets, so they're really good for on the go. They just come like this, they're all portioned out and everything like that, and there's so much in one sachet. My favorite snack is getting one of these sachets and like pouring it all over a couple of chunks of really crunchy apple. It's such a good salty sweet treat. It kills your cravings instantly. It's really filling. My two favorite flavors are the vanilla almond butter, which is so good. Like, the almond butter is so smooth, and also the new one that they sent over was the maple almond butter, which I have also tucked into. A movie favorite of mine this month, I have to give it to BlacKKlansman. Such a good Spike Lee movie. Resonates so much with how the feeling is in America right now. For a movie that the plot is based around like the KKK, I thought it was going to be a really heavy watch. Like, I didn't know what to expect, but Spike Lee, like, credit to him, he just managed to make a movie that has a great message, but that is also so freaking funny, like so comedic, so lighthearted in places. I don't know, I think it's such a hard thing to do, to tackle such a heavy topic and make it so enjoyable and funny to watch at the same time. And the cast, like, I think worked together really well. So got two eco-conscious favorites this month. One of being this blouse that I'm wearing is kind of an example, but if you saw my last haul, which is a first impressions reformation haul, I will link it down below for all of you to find, along with any products that I've mentioned so far. But just the brand in general, I feel really good. I've had the pieces for a couple of weeks now, and I'm just really happy with everything I bought. I'm happy with the customer experience. I'm happy with the actual quality of the pieces that I bought, not just because they're sustainable. So it feels good to finally be able to like afford to start adding those type of sustainable options and integrate them into my wardrobe. And it's just like it has such feel-good factor when you wear them, I find. Another change that I've made is I started using these quite religiously. A lot of you guys have followed my saga on stories as well about trying to find the perfect reusable iced coffee cup, because I don't tend to drink hot coffee that much, and I like to admire the art of my latte, okay, like kill me. But these are really cheap. They're from Amazon. They're double-walled tumblers with straws, and they just look very like the disposable cups that you get from the actual coffee shop. Maybe I'm just weird, I just enjoy the look of the disposable ones as opposed to like patterned, like, oh no, like gives me the heebie-jeebies, like patterned coffee, like reusable coffee cups. Like, no, I'm sorry. Super cheap. They're like £6 each on Amazon. I will leave a link below. I've been using them every single day when I go get my coffee. Like the only time I don't use it is if I get like an impromptu coffee at the weekend, but other than that I constantly use it. Go to a local coffee shop and then I might move to a Starbucks for like the laptop plugs and get another drink there, and by the end of the week I've saved myself from using like at least 8 plastic disposable cups by just switching to this. My last favourite of the month has got to be the thing that's made probably the biggest impact and change on my life this year, I want to say. Definitely a big standout. CBD oil, which is something I started taking. It's a kind of a derivative of like hemp and sometimes marijuana, depending on like where you get it, but it's not psychoactive, and I did a whole video about it. But I started taking it to help with my anxiety that was starting to get like a little bit out of control. I'm very new to the anxiety game and I was just sick of it. I wanted to feel like myself, get back to my normal routine again, and it really helped. So if you want to see more about my experiences and what I recommend doing before you try it, you can check out my video all about it below. I'm not going to get too much into it now, but overall I just felt like it did wonders. That was probably the happiest change that I've experienced in a couple of months, and you know, on top of all of the hormonal changes that I'm going through, it really helped a lot. So yeah, I will link the new brand that I found down below. I feel like they just have a better ethos and they're one of the most well-priced ones that I have found. Unfortunately, I just couldn't order the other brand. I really like that this isn't a regular thing anymore, that I only do like my favorites every couple of months to really share with you guys the things that have made, you know, a substantial improvement in my life, and not just things that I'm willy-nilly kind of throwing in there just to fill up the video. That's the end of my favorites, guys. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this long rant about things that I love. If you would oblige me, I would love to hear your favorite of the month in the comment below. I think that would be fun. I would love to read through those. So I will see you guys in the comments as usual. If you're new, of course, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it, or will be taking heed of any of my favorites. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah.